This is going to be less romantic. So this is mouthwash, and I got you a cute toothbrush. This your breath is not.
How dare you to make me embarrassed in front of million people?
Hey Nutters, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Back in high school, our YouTube channel was actually voted best eyes and best smiles, so that's nice. I got dressed up for you guys for today's video, and by dressed up I mean I'm wearing a collared shirt. Check this out. Sweatpants on the bottom, but that's because I still want to be comfortable, you know? Let me pop this, I want to look cool for you guys. On second thought, I'm gonna pop that back down. That doesn't look that cool. Sorry if I have a lot of energy like Jeffree Star, I'm drinking a Red Bull right now. Today we're taking another look at No Neck Ed from 90 Day Fiancé because it seems like he made a little bit of an oopsies. Ed from 90 Day Fiancé is adamant that he be called Big Ed, but I don't see a reason to call him Big Ed when he's 4 foot tall, you know what I mean? Before we start, let's do a little recap on what's been happening with Ed since he got on the show 90 Day Fiancé. So first things first, he flew out to meet the love of his life, Rose, in the Philippines, and he asked her to take an STD test because he thought she was dirty and he wanted to know how many people she was sleeping with. She got mad about it, yada yada. Then he met Rose's family and made them feel super poor and that they have a pest control problem. Then Ed met Rose's dad and he didn't really like him. Next thing you know, Ed and Rose's dad partook in some bondage. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, male bonding, that makes more sense. Yes, Ed and Rose's dad started male bonding, so of course they started watching football together, drinking beer together. No, I'm just kidding. For them, male bonding actually started by showering together. So after Ed spent the night at Rose's house, he had this to say about the experience.
Yesterday I arrived at Rose's house, and I spent the night, and it was perhaps the worst night of my life.
Whoa, Ed, you didn't like taking a bucket shower with her dad? Rude.
Don't be fucking rude.
Now in Ed's defense, he does seem like an extreme city guy. He doesn't look like he's been camping in his life. He also doesn't look like he's ever played a sport in his life, so I'm assuming he's never been in a locker room, he's never showered with another dude before. Maybe he was just freaked out about the whole experience. I do think it's strange that he hasn't voiced concern for Rose, for her situation, anything he can do to help. I am a little suspect about Ed because from this experience, from learning how Rose and her family lives, he didn't take it as, wow, this is how they live, I should try to understand her and her lifestyle and her culture and whatever I can do to help. He took it as, I had the worst time staying at these peasants' house.
The worst night of my life.
So after Ed's terrible stay at Rose's house, he decided to go with her dad to go see what his job is like being a pig farmer and experience an honest day's work.
Rose and I are going to travel with her dad to a pig farm that he owns. I'm kind of excited to see the pig farm, but I'm also very nervous. Do you like living in the Philippines? Yes? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to make conversation with Freddie. I want him to like me. But there is somewhat of a language barrier between us.
It's not the language barrier, he doesn't like you.
So it's difficult.
Oh, we're here.
We're here.
We're here. Let's go.
Thanks. Thank you.
Here's my piggy farm.
Oh, wow.
You guys, I'm so jealous that he gets to go to a pig farm. Me and B want to go to a farm so bad, and our dream is to own a farm in Bulgaria. Like, we've been talking about it. I don't want to spoil anything, but I would love to do that. I worked as a farmhand in Montana, so yeah, I like shoveled shit. That was my job. And it wasn't the best job, so I guess you could say it was a shitty job.
Dad?
No, but seriously, I love animals, and me and B have been talking about getting like some sheep, some cows, and chickens, and like having a little farm together. We don't know when we're gonna do it. In our lifetime, we will own a farm though.
Ay, excited naman ako na makita ni Ed yung babuyan dito.
Here, can I put these on my feet?
Yeah. Kaya lang parang hindi siya handa kasi yung nakasapatos pa siya.
Are you guys cringing? I am too. There's so many things wrong with what Ed's doing right now. First of all, don't wear your Nikes to the pig farm. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Second of all, it's Nikes, bro. If they get dirty at the pig farm, so be it. You gotta actually work at this pig farm. If Ed really cares about this girl, he'll care more about getting along with her dad and seeing how he works than getting his fucking Nike shoes dirty. Like, who cares about your Nike shoes, bro? Of course it's muddy, you're at a pig farm, brother.
I think the baggies are making me more slipperier. I just kept falling.
I think the baggies are making me more slipperier. Dude, take off the baggies. Are you kidding me? Why are you sliding around? The dad has to actually help you do one job of feeding the pigs. Like, this guy couldn't make a worse impression if he tried. I think all the pigs are looking at him like, yo, how'd this dude get out of the cage?
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Guys, this is a disaster. I feel so bad for Rose's dad. Could you imagine having your loving daughter bring back home this guy, and then he wants to bond with you, so he shows up to your place of work, and he acts like a complete pussy that complains about everything? I feel bad for the dude.
These are my father's passion.
Yeah, this is fun. No, tell him I had a lot of fun.
Ito naman daw siya.
Yeah, this was good.
Dad, you look like you had a lot of fun. Let me let you in on a little secret. Just because this dude can't speak English that well doesn't mean he's dumb. Well, all in all, we can see that Ed had a terrible first impression with Rose's family, but now he's gonna go on a vacation time, one-on-one time, and they're gonna go on their first trip.
We're going on our first flight. Oh my God. Are you excited? We are going to the island of Palawan, and I'm so excited.
Now look, I know I give Ed a little bit of shit, but I'm excited for him and Rose to go on a trip together. I think traveling is so much fun, and I'm so happy for them. Okay, real quick, I love that Ed took that footage himself on his phone. Even though it's like shaky and kind of boomer how he filmed it, I still think it's pretty cool that he filmed it himself. I wonder if the producers were like, hey, the cameraman will come and film you guys on the plane, and it was like, no, man, I got this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay, real quick, how pretty does that look? Like, I want to go somewhere tropical with bees so bad. Like, this vacation looks so awesome. I heard everywhere in the Philippines is super nice, super pretty, and people are really nice there, so I want to go there really bad.
I got some surprises for you.
Really?
Can I show you?
Sure.
Don't look. No look, okay? Hope you like. So this goes on top. And then this. So this is for outdoors.
Okay.
The swimming pool. And then, big surprise.
What is that? For?
Rose and I have only made love once, so being intimate is still quite new for us.
Dude, Ed is so awkward and cringe. And honestly, in the situation, I don't know what's cringier, him treating her like a child that doesn't know anything, or him giving her lingerie on camera and talking about it. It's so creepy, bro.
But all in all, I think Rose and I have good chemistry. I brought along a couple presents from home, so I think now is the time to give her lingerie.
I also think it's strange for Ed to buy Rose lingerie when it's really a gift for himself. Like, anytime a guy buys a girl lingerie, it's really a gift for himself. It's like, here, I'm gonna give you this. You put this on for me because this is sexy, babe. Sorry, I had to be cringy like that and say that, but that's just a fact. And the thing I find weird about this is you've gone to Rose's house. You've seen how her family lives. You've seen their lack of material possession. You've seen that her and her family are kind of poor. And instead of giving her a gift that has sentimental value, you got her lingerie, like a gift for yourself.
You want to try that on now? Are you nervous?
Yeah, do this.
You want to try that on now and show the camera, Georgie? You see, dude, when he smiles, he reminds me of It, the clown. It's intimidating. Now look, I'm no psychologist, but I've met people like Ed, and I think he has a very high opinion of himself. I think that he actually thinks he's out of Rose's league.
I got a couple more things.
Sure.
This is going to be less romantic. So this is mouthwash, and I got you a cute toothbrush. Your breath is not pretty.
Dude, that's all I have to say about that. Are you kidding me? You're gonna tell her her breath isn't pretty? Your breath isn't pretty. First of all, she speaks pretty good English. Don't talk to her like she can't speak English. She clearly can. You don't have to try and like make up words or like try to say,
your breath isn't pretty.
you can, if you're gonna do this and be a dick about it, just come in and say your breath fucking stinks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate this fake nice guy routine. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have Filipino friends. In their culture, it's very offensive to give a gift like this. And I'll take it one step further. I think it's offensive in every culture to give a girl a gift like this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna gift you fucking a toothbrush and toothpaste because your breath stinks. I'm offended for Rose. I think this is a very offensive gift to give somebody. Even in B's culture in Bulgaria, it's very offensive to say something about somebody's breath. And I feel like that's something you don't say on camera. Rose has made no attempt to say anything about your weight. She's made no attempt to say anything about how you look. And all you've done is critique her. And to do this on camera is very rude. And I think in her culture, it's very embarrassing to be outed for your breath on TV like this. Dude, look at her face. I feel so bad for her right now. Like, that's not okay. She's actually really offended.
First things I noticed, even at the airport, you know, was her breath, but I didn't know how to bring it up. And I don't think she realizes it, but I do. And then I got you good toothpaste.
Okay.
Do you know that my concern is your health? Because if you get disease in your mouth, it goes to your heart. You can get sick.
I know what you mean, but this is from my stomach, not my teeth.
Oh,
I
really?
have an ulcer, you know.
Oh, you have an ulcer?
Yeah.
Good job, Ed. Way to be a fucking dickhead. Okay, so I actually know somebody that's had an ulcer, and it's the type of bacteria that causes the ulcer can cause bad breath, and so there's nothing she can really do about that. Ed has met her family, Ed has seen how she lives, she probably doesn't have the money to get it fixed, and for him to bring this up in this way is really, really rude in my opinion. I think that she brushes her teeth, she takes care of her oral hygiene. There's nothing she can do about this medical condition. She needs money to get it taken care of. We don't know why Rose's sister was asking for money, but it is very possible that her family has medical conditions and they don't have the money for those conditions, such as Rose's ulcer. And honestly, I think that's why her sister asked for money. I think that she's too proud to admit it, admit that they need the money for that, but I think it's probably going towards the family. And I feel like with every episode, it's becoming clear that Ed is a very self-serving person. I think that if I walked in and the girl that I supposedly loved or supposedly wanted to be with, her family was poor and they needed help and they needed money, I wouldn't get her lingerie. I wouldn't get her gifts serving me. I would serve them because they need the money. And at the same time, I don't want to sound self-righteous because I'm not in his shoes, but I think that the way he went about this was the wrong way to go about this. Now at the same time, I understand why Ed has his guard up. He's very insecure that Rose is only with him for the money, and it is possible that she's only with him for the money and better opportunities. That's definitely a possibility. But from an audience perspective, even if Rose is only with him for the money, when we see Rose's life and we see that her family's really poor, she kind of needs the money, man. And I think the last thing this girl needs is to be judged and critiqued and be a project and try to be fixed by an older dude that has a fetish for girls like her.
This is the first time you're telling me you have an ulcer.
I always toothbrush.
Okay. So now you tell me, I understand. From my heart, I care about you.
I know. I'm so exalted that I want to give a punch to Ed and I feel embarrassed. I think Ed is a rude person.
Do you guys notice how he didn't apologize? How do you not say sorry to somebody you supposedly love? When you tell them that their breath stinks and you give them a gift of toothpaste and a toothbrush and they tell you they have an ulcer and you know she doesn't have the money to fix that, Ed, and you don't apologize, you don't say I'm sorry, all you say is I care about you. You don't care about her, obviously, because you didn't apologize. You don't care about how this girl feels. This girl is a project for you. You're selfish, and it's crazy to me that somebody with so many physical flaws treats somebody like this. You know what I mean? I would understand it if it was some good-looking fucking Fabio that had his head up his own ass, but it's crazy for me that you have your head up your own ass when you don't have a fucking neck. First of all, you're ugly as fuck. This girl hasn't said one thing about that to you. She hasn't said anything to insult you on TV. I'm sure she wants to handle everything in private, and you're gonna call out her physical flaws? That blows my mind. I'm upset that this dude didn't apologize. Like, I'm actually physically mad. There's nothing wrong with this girl. She doesn't need to be fixed. She doesn't need to be changed. She's actually a nice person, dude. She could say so many things to you about your physical flaws and she hasn't. But you're turning her into a project. You want to fix and mold her into the perfect girl to fit your needs, to fulfill your needs. I can't imagine going and meeting a girl and knowing her situation, knowing that her family's poor and doesn't have the opportunities that you have in America, in your little fucking house in San Diego. And I think you need to get off your ivory tower and treat this girl like a human and treat her respectfully the way she needs to be treated, because that's not okay. And if you guys watched my last video about the situation, you know I have a problem with Ed saying I love you and throwing that out there, because it's not true, dude. It means something to girls. You can't say it if you don't mean it. And I hate when little fucking assholes like Ed throw out I love you and don't mean it. Because it drives me insane, dude, because when I say I love you to my fiance, I fucking mean it. It means I would fucking die for her. So if you're not willing to die for somebody, don't fucking say it. And I think what baffles me and everybody the most is that somebody that has a medical condition themselves can be so insensitive to this girl for telling him that she has a medical condition. How can you do that when you have probably been bullied your entire fucking life for your medical condition? And now you got a platform, you think you're fucking hot shit, you're calling yourself Big Ed. You're a small man, dude. And now we know it's not just physical, you're a small man inside too. I'm sorry guys, I need to end the video because I'm getting really heated. I apologize. Comment below, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. I'm sorry I got a little mad in this video. Nuts out, let's be friends. Follow me on Twitch. We get to have one-on-one time and talk together. I'm gonna go on a run and work out. Bye guys.